it that it can change, like it can kind of put a wrench in things. So then it's just harder for you to get out of that situation. Yes, anyone can get out of marriage, but it's harder, right? You're gonna have to go through a divorce, and 9 times out of 10 people don't show their true colors until they get married, until that marriage is official.
So you're telling me, hold on, butter, real quick. And Liza, I don't know if this is true, AJ. So when you start to get married with someone, they don't show their true colors unless, you know what I mean? Until like a little bit later. Like, what's going on here? Can
I
we
feel
please talk about this?
I,
Please,
I feel
someone.
like they don't show
Damn
their true
it.
colors until you live with them,
Oh
or at
shit,
least like y'all
AJ.
spend like a week or two
Oh,
together,
oh,
because you can see people's flaws. You can see what they've been pump
oh.
faking about. You can see all that type of
Ooh,
stuff.
AJ, what you say that pump faking? We can know if you broke or not. We know if you stink or not. Yes, I love
You can
it,
see if they
AJ.
wash their ass or not, how many
Yeah,
times they take a shower and all that type of shit.
exactly. To see what type of habits you, and I feel like that sometimes turns off the marriage too, Liza. What do you think, Matt, Coach? Do you think that when people, when they finally see who you are, or who was good, Amari, finally seeing who you guys are, it's like, all right, I don't want to commit to this. I don't want to marry this person. And I'm gonna ask Amari this too. But Liza, what do you feel, Butter? I want to ask the woman real quick, then I'll get you guys in. Flav, what's going on? Cash that pink ticket in for me, brother. But Liza, over to you, please. What do you think? Do you think like when we get too close and I see too much, maybe that's just throwing off the marriage?
Yes, but don't you think that, would you agree that those are just characteristics of bad habits from being single? Like, that's the whole point of growing together. Like, just because, oh, you take a bath once a day, you can grow from that. These are things that you change in marriage. These are not big enough things to be like, well, that's enough for me, deuces. Like, that's just ridiculous.
And
And
go ahead, Liza, my
I
friend.
think, no, no, you're good.
Oh, I was gonna say, because I was gonna piggyback off of what you said. Like, and the thing is, if it's something like that, like I feel like if it's something like, oh, she takes a bath or he takes a shower or whatever, it takes one day instead of 3 times a day or twice a day. I think that, if that's something that's a deal breaker for them getting married, they didn't really want to marry you in the first place. So it's just like, if someone really doesn't want to marry you, they might say, yeah, let's get married, but they're going to find every fucking reason to not marry you. They're going to find the littlest situation to not marry you. Oh, yeah, I don't like the way, I don't like how you use red toothbrushes. This toothpaste is that bad toothpaste. Like, because 9 times out of 10, those things are not fucking deal breakers. Like, someone taking a shower once a day versus 3 times a day is not a deal breaker. Like, you're taking a shower, you're supposed to take a shower at least once a day. Someone who, brushes their teeth 3 times a day instead of after every meal, like, it's just preference.
No, I feel you, Butter, but it did. But then we got some people that don't want to brush their teeth at all. And this is what I'm talking about. Like when you don't want to brush your teeth, when you don't want to be cleanly, I'm going to leave you. Now, Woo, thanks for coming on the stage, Flav. Amari, are you there, brother? Let me check on my brother Amari.
What's
He in
going
this.
on?
So, Amar, I got a question for you. Should men and women get married to be happy in 2026, my brother? I would love to hear from you. I know we haven't connected in a while, bro. So I appreciate you for pulling up, man. Over to you, bro. Let's chop this shit up, man. How do you feel about
What do you mean happy? Like, what
Like,
does
I'm
that
talking
mean?
about like happiness. Like, bro, you see how a lot of people try to get validation from the internet from being married, but do you think that we need this, Amari, to be married? Do you think that marriage is a necessity for happiness? Over to you, brother. Thank you for.
Oh, absolutely not. Like, you don't need to get married to acquire happiness. I mean, you girlfriend and boyfriend for 20 years. Be all right. That ain't that big of a deal. You can still put stuff in the name and that's your girlfriend. Like, you ain't got to be married in order to, to sign stuff over and put policies in people's name. Me and my mom ain't married, but my mom on my life policy, life insurance policy. Something happened. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they ain't have to be the wife for that. So, I mean, it's ways of, ensuring that the person situated, something was happening to you without you
No,
having to do it.
that's I can't believe I'm agreeing with you, Amari. God damn.
Wow, you're agreeing with Amari, but
I
it's
don't know.
crazy.
No, like that's a fact because just a little story time. My sister, my older sister, she got married a couple years back, and obviously her and the dude were together for a long time or whatever. but she ended up getting married, and it was kind of like a quick marriage. Like it wasn't like they got engaged or whatever. It was more like they just randomly got married, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm married." I was like, "Oh
So
shit!"
they went to like the
But
courthouse or something, better like on their
uh huh,
own.
uh
Okay.
huh. But and the reason being like, okay, well, why did y'all decide to get married? It was like, my sister's gonna go and say, oh well, yeah, he needed insurance, so I needed to be married to put him on my insurance. Me knowing what I know, I'm like, no, you don't. And I was like, and you can also get state, like in Pennsylvania, you can get state insurance for anything. Like you can get state insurance mad easy in Pennsylvania. So I was like, oh, so and we were all talking about it in the car one day, and I was like, oh, like, well, oh, just something that came out. She's like, yeah, he needed insurance. And I was like, okay, so then, why didn't he just get state insurance? Like, why'd you have to get married? Not trying to be rude, but I was just like, like y'all didn't think of all the options. And he looked at my sister and he said, well, I didn't know that. And then, my sister was like, she made up something. She made up some type of excuse. But then, yeah, long story short, a couple months later, they were divorced.
So basically, it was like a microwave marriage. That's what you're trying to say, but it
It
wasn't
was
really
like
anything really thought out
from
or
taking
planned. It was
accountability
like
for
a
my
quick.
family, and it was like my sister wanted to be married, um, and she got him into marrying her to thinking like, hey, listen, you have a lot of health issues going on. Get on my insurance. It's great insurance, but we need to be married.
And you have to be. I don't know. Damn, that's insane. A marriage, marriage is funky. You see what I'm saying? I'm about it. Kind of. I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of y'all got commitment issues though, butter. Y'all don't know how to. Go ahead, Blazer. You want to go in? Because I'm gonna just be rambling, telling y'all how y'all got commitment issues.
That just sounds, I'm sorry, but that just makes marriage sound unacceptable. And the truth is, I think that there is a source of dignity when you get married. There's like a
Hmm.
sense of pride when you get married. When you're walking out with your husband and you're just like, man, this is my man. This is my husband.
You
And,
know what it is,
and it's
Liza?
just,
Liza, you know what it is? I want you to keep going. You know what it is though? People feel like their men are embarrassing. Right. I've heard multiple women tell me this. And they said men are embarrassing. So they don't
what?
they wouldn't want to claim, them as anything of such. Why would I want to claim you? You're embarrassing. You know what I
Then
mean?
why be
Like,
with a partner at all?
I
mhm.
just it's like I said, it's a sense of it really comes from a sense of just people. It's a sense of validation. People feel validated when they're married. They feel like someone wants them, someone wants to be with them. So when when you're saying, why even be with people out, that's why. Because it's like, okay, well, I'm validated with being this person. This person validates me. They make me feel like I'm wanted off a deeper level than just being a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a baby mama.
Okay,
I
let me
think,
ask
I
you a
think,
question.
my bad. I think marriage has
Just real
been.
quick, quick question.
Liza and then Amari. Yep.
Okay. When you're walking around and you see a couple and they're together, right? And you see they've got like 20 kids. And you're just like, dang, they must be married. And then you end up finding out that they're not married at all and they got all them kids. And then like a year later, they break up. And I'm just like, that's crazy. What was the point of all that? To go and have all 20 kids and not having, like, not even have a name for yourself. That's crazy.
I could say something about that. You
Hold
know
up,
what?
Boo. It's Amari. We was having some decorum this morning, before people start coming in and getting fucking crazy. Blue, what's up? Having some decorum before shit starts getting crazy. Amari, over to you, brother. And we can continue to build on this conversation before they start to
I think
derail us and shit
marriage
like
is
that.
beneficial depending on your job title, depending on what community you're a part of. When you married and you got a certain job title, it does create opportunities. But if you're a regular person, like it's not gonna really benefit you to get married. Like, nobody care for real. Like it's certain jobs. Like I know politicians and stuff like that. CEOs, people that's part of that world. Like being married is beneficial. Being married, creates a higher level of respect for you and your relationship. But I mean, y'all is in those positions where people is going to actually care about whether or not you married, like to the point where they're going to actually promote you because your relationship status look different.
Appreciate that, Amari. Blue, welcome to the stage. Jacqueline, Mac, anybody that wants to chime in, you can. We've been talking about should you get married to be happy in 2026, and I've been pressing the issue of the commitment issues. Not a lot of people want to commit. A lot of people do not want to lay their life on the line and put it all out there for the person, right? So this is going to be a great conversation. Ping the room up, share the room up. Blue, would you like to chime in? Anybody but Woo right now. Over to you, Blue.
Yeah. People are getting married. You know, people who are not stuck on apps talking on this shit. They get married. I mean, people is proposing. People is planning weddings and stuff. It's out there.
What should you
I
do when
just
you're
don't
not happy
see what you
anymore,
guys be
Blue?
saying,
Blue, I have a
huh?
question. What should you do when you're not happy anymore? Like, okay, you do get if you do get married. All right, yeah, get married, validation, woo 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 woo. What do you do when you're not happy anymore?
You try to work that shit out though, as much as you can. If it's something in areas that you can work out. If it's in areas that you can't work out, you walk away from that shit
I
and
mean,
start
half y'all
new. It's
reason
like
be the dick ain't dicking no more. Let's talk about it, Blue.
that don't be what it is. People don't break up
Oh,
because dick is
like
bad.
what?
People actually stay with people when the dick is bad. People
Get
don't
up,
care about
Blue.
that shit all the way.
Wake it
That's
up,
not something
Blue.
that people really care about.
That's my
It's really not. Like people,
That's a
it's
man
it's
thing,
a lot
Blue.
of
He
you guys.
trying to
A lot
flip
of you
it.
niggas have bad dick, and we still love you through it. So
That
that ain't something to
sucks.
be
Y'all
walking
loving
away
niggas
That's
with
a
from.
bad
man
dick. You hear
thing, Blue.
that?
He trying to flip the script on us.
Loving niggas with bad D is nasty work. I don't care what you or
Oh,
Mo.
It ain't
y'all
nasty
hop
work. It's
when y'all
normal
like
work.
it's a
People been
better
doing that
G
for the
out
rest
there.
for
Stop it. Stop
right.
deflecting.
But is that a
People
good
ain't
life
breaking up with no
decision
nigga because of
though?
bad D. So you tell me because you got bad dick, I'm gonna walk away from all the other
Yeah,
things that
You
you do that's
should.
good.
because
Nah,
I'm
that's what they do when
sorry.
they in high school and in college. But when you
No, if the
start getting a
sex
little
is
older,
trash, we not
people don't walk away
compatible.
from that.
No, no, no. You come on, man. Like
I'm being real.
y'all gotta stop. Y'all really gotta stop. Like
It, it,
sex,
it,
a good sex life is a part of a good relationship. Like y'all can't be
it's not the
serious.
only
Ooh.
thing though.
No, who said the only thing?
I'm
I
saying not to
clearly
leave. That
no,
he
no,
asked me a
no.
specific
So
question. He
I
asked
can I
me
can't
if
help
that's something that you would leave over, and
I
I'm like,
can't
no.
help what you heard, but what I'm gonna tell you is that a good sex life is a part of a good relationship. And if your sex life is trash, I'm just trying to figure out like how does that make it a good relationship? Like I'm
Because there's
sorry, like
other
how
things
many?
that a person can have that is good about them.
What do you mean?
Like I'm not
Okay,
about to. I'm just being. He asked
no,
me a question. He
no. My
asked me a
thing
question.
is
There ain't
my
no
thing.
point in
But no,
arguing
and
with
I'm not
somebody
coming
about
down on
how
you,
they
boo.
feel about something. You
Okay,
feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
To be real with you, if somebody overall stats is a decent person and they have a trash sex life, a lot of times there are other things about that person that overrides just the sex. Not everybody is going to leave the person or feel like, oh my God, because my sex life is so bad, I'm going to destroy my family or walk away from my family because he can't sexually satisfy me. That is something that is not just that. It has to be other things where a woman will say, not only is the sex bad, but your attitude is disrespectful too. Or not only is your sex bad, but you don't even try to work on our relationship and try to figure out certain things. That means that there's a disconnect. It's not just the sex life that's bad, it's other things that make a woman feel as though this just isn't working. So that's just my opinion. Not to say Amari is wrong. I'm just saying not all women leave over bad sex.
fix a bad sex life. You can grow together in sex. Like
I
sex
hear
is
you.
in
I hear you, but half the men is leaving because y'all are not experienced. Like, let's keep it real. Like, let's wake it up now. You know what I mean? Like, you're not doing the
okay,
thing that
how does
you're
that
not
make
doing the thing he
sense? How
likes.
does that
You're
make
not,
sense?
but you're not doing the thing he likes.
Bro, half the time we're in here, men are talking about how women are too experienced in their hoes. Now they're leaving because they're not experienced enough? That's crazy.
Yep.
We love the hoes. We like
Wow,
experience.
like
And we
That's where that side chick come in. Normally,
this.
normally
Okay,
that
okay.
side
Well,
chick.
let's Amari. Let's get into that conversation then, brother. I'll let you lead that one. What about the side chicks? How do they play a piece in this when we're not
The
happy?
side
Over
chick
to
is normally doing that thing you don't like to do. Doing that thing you're totally against. You scared to try or you just not interested in, you know? That's why they normally be like, man, why you with her? Yeah, man, she do that thing my wife never want to
You're
do,
crazy, bro.
and and it just is what it is, and we ask, and you be like, nah, I'm not doing that, or you'll do
Those
it and you give
women
a
that don't
half-ass
need to be
effort.
married.
No, I mean, but I'm. How do you expect monogamy from somebody that you don't want to make an effort to sexually satisfy? Like, you gotta make that make sense.
Mm.
You want
But
me to take
stacks,
my Johnson off,
Saying.
but
So
you don't want
basically,
to
what you're
do you.
telling me,
he goes off of
base,
sex. Yeah, like
yes,
No, that's not what I'm
exactly, Blue. So
telling
Didn't
you.
I
basically, what you're
just
telling
tell
me
y'all
is
that
it
they
only
were trying to
survives.
reverse it on women and it was a
that's one of
men
his
thing?
Yes,
requirements, and that's
He
fine.
just
that's
showed
right.
it.
That's fine.
Right now, that was a perfect example.
And Liza, I'm gonna be honest with you, Stacks. I'm not knocking Amari. If that's something that's important to him, that's gonna be discussed before marriage, so a woman knows that he is liable to cheat, have a mistress, leave you if he's not sexually satisfied. So that's something that he's clear
Blue
about.
out
So
there
if
with a
somebody
comeback.
doesn't do that, if somebody doesn't do those things after knowing that he just expressed that, that's them.
Lil.
That was beautifully said. That comeback was beautiful.
So creating that happiness, right? Are you supposed to be dependent on your partner to create the happiness? Blue, Amari, Matt, can you guys talk about this? Should you be dependent on your partner for the happiness inside of the marriage?
No.
Go ahead, Mac.
There is two different types of happiness. There is your happiness as an individual, and there is happiness within the relationship. Your own individual happiness, you are responsible for. Your partner is not responsible for. They can't dig it out of you. The relationship happiness is dependent on both of y'all. Like both of y'all doing what y'all are supposed to be doing within that relationship.
I mean, some of you guys be slacking, but like we were saying, me and Mari, you guys slack on what we like. You know what I mean? Like,
Lacking
what's
would
going on?
be not doing what you are supposed to do in the relationship, which means you are lacking what you're supposed to do. It's simple. Pick it up, or that might not be the person for you. I think y'all have a problem with trying to make people be who you want them to be.
Oh Lord.
I'm just saying
Listen, I thought we were supposed to mold y'all into the women we want.
that
Molding you,
that's in a
growing you,
that would to
teaching you
me
what
that
to
would be in a
do,
perfect world though. That would
teaching
be in
you
a
what to
perfect
do,
world.
and
That's to
having
an
Just
you
like all
extent.
this
flawless.
virgin talking shit,
Yeah,
that would be in
word
a
up the
perfect
loser.
world.
You
It's
can
it's
lead
And
it's,
the
there
horse
are
it's
to
not
the
virgins,
water,
here.
but
but you can't force him to drink. It's kind of the same analogy. Like
Facts,
once you are
Slave.
dealing with that woman and she's showcasing the lack of ability, you gotta kind of just around, bro. And we do have to hold ourselves accountable for that because we'll keep in situations that we're not happy in and quote unquote try to mold and shape, but this just not in them. Some people not in them, and we gotta accept that.
So what
you
you
know
mean? What?
what?
Hold on, I have a question for him, Blue. Slave. What do you mean by it's not in you? The women,
So
the
the
men.
way
What do you mean by?
I'll elaborate. So you have people. So I look at this, bro. You have people who are naturally certain ways, and then you have people who have to be taught to be certain ways.
Hmm.
And in a lot of cases, whenever they have to be taught to be a certain way, it's not natural to them. And in human nature, people default back to what they're
Yeah,
habitually used to.
that's
So
real.
if I'm training this woman to do these things, it's her, bro. It's her putting on a front
No.
of who she can be for me, but this is not really her, which is something she's gonna have to uphold, which is why I'm gonna still be left unsatisfied down the line.
You know what? It depends because I didn't know how to cook years ago. I didn't know how to cook. And the nigga said, I need you to go up under my
Well,
mama.
you was burning the chicken, Blue.
Burning the chicken and on the outside and then decided it wasn't cooked. You know,
Oh,
burning the
raw
not
steak and burning the
Don't
chicken is
fucking
man, I'm
crazy.
trying
with
to tell you,
That's
right? This
crazy.
Bleeding
go.
steak, bleeding steak is nasty
And no, the
work.
chicken. I didn't even get to the steak. But I'm gonna be real with you. Chicken, the fried chicken was looking bad outside a little bit, but still kind of like overcooked. Inside,
Mm.
motherfucker, pink as shit. But I learned, and I'm a wonderful cook. I didn't know how to clean like that. And the dude who I was with, he was real militant, and he was like, "No, that's not how you wipe anything. You don't have a bald." Yeah, you don't ball up the rag. You have to clean with a rag. He taught me a lot of things. Now I have my own cleaning company. You know what I'm saying? And I clean, my house is spitting. Some people have seen it online, beautiful, right? So it was things that I got trained on that wasn't in me, but I was trained and it became natural. Now now it is natural. So there are women who, if you have the willingness, you do have to have the, if you have the willingness, the things that a man can expose to you, or the things that a woman can expose to you, you really can adapt them and they become, you know, second nature. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to let him
No,
know that
absolutely.
that does exist,
You hit
but
it
it's
on the
not
head.
often, huh?
You hit it on the head. That was actually what I was gonna say to that point, is like it has to be a dynamic of willingness. And that's the part where I would say would have been natural to you. It's not so much about the outside as so much as it is in the inside and the character of a person that I'm more so speaking to when it comes to having to train people to like consideration and things like that. But you hit that on the head. Are you willing first? Because then if you're naturally a listener, you're not student, I can work with you. I don't need perfection, but I do need somebody who has natural abilities.
I
So
don't
I'm
think
the
it's
best
totally
analogy.
that.
My bad.
I think it's more so like people gotta be teachable. There's something we talk about, like when we in sports and shit, going through school and shit. It's about being coachable and teachable. If you're not open to learn something other than what you've learned growing up from your family, 9 times out of 10, you're not a good partner. You have to be able to be flexible with learning new things
But
and,
half of
and
y'all can't even
experiencing
put your
life
legs in the
different.
back of your head. You stopped being flexible years ago. Like I
I'm
hear you, I hear
you
you. Like
see,
I hear,
this
yeah,
is sick. You're a sick
yeah.
person.
Like half of y'all
This
don't
wasn't
even.
even
You
a
ever seen the
sexual
pretzel? Hold on,
thing. This
AJ.
was
Y'all ever?
not
Hold
sexual.
on,
It's
AJ.
not
Y'all
about
ever
the
seen?
feet at the back of the
Wait a
head.
minute. Y'all ever seen a pretzel? You ever seen a pretzel?
In
Half of
here.
y'all don't do the pretzel, and you talking about flexibility. I don't want to. That sounds good. But when it's time to be flexible, oh my neck hurt, my arm hurts. So there's no flexibility in you guys. Go ahead, Liza. Would you like to
Well,
continue? Because Mac is talking bullshit. It
This
ain't
man
that
is
bull.
well, you up here talking about flexibility. Well, help me be flexible then.
No,
Hey,
If that's the case,
every
hey,
time I
Stat.
try, your granny back breaks,
Hey, Stat.
not
and you hurt.
even. That's what.
Stagger needs, them needs be done by the time when they 35. I be looking at some women, they be like, they can barely, barely do squats.
they start
Exactly,
taking care of
And then
exactly.
get
themselves,
ready to
hell
break
yeah.
after a certain age. No, some of
If
y'all
you guys
just,
can barely do squats.
I mean, I'm not supposed to do a squat anyway. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not
Yeah.
supposed to.
Hey,
The
yo.
fuck am I squatting for? Like,
You
what?
lift weights, you squatting.
I mean, nah, but I don't use that in
Y'all
no
keep
other
making
part of my
everything
life.
sexual.
Y'all
No,
trying
but
to
I
Little
make
don't.
freaky
them.
frogs.
First of all, like I'm not finna squat. I'm not finna lift you the way I lift weights. Like I'm not. Like, what are we
But we are
doing?
not
Like,
talking sexual. Gotta
not
let
we
stacks
talking about the
this shit
squats
up.
is good.
We talking
Squat,
you.
okay,
We
the
were not
squat is
talking about
good.
beating people up like a pencil and shit.
You're
We
not understand.
say not
Listen.
primary.
Hold on. The squats is for your ability to ride, okay? And if the knees start malfunctioning after a certain time because you're not keeping yourself flexible, your performance is going to drop drastically, and it's
Exactly.
going to
You have to
become an
stay
issue.
stretched. You have to work out. You have to do routines. Like you can't just
I
one
hear
day
y'all, but
come
y'all
flexible.
do that, and
What the fuck?
y'all still be complaining. Oh, my arm, I'm catching a cramp. You feel me, Amari? I hear it. Not
So
even
y'all be
flexibility
catching
in the
Charlie horses
bedroom.
during sex
You
all the
can't
time.
walk as
We not
Matt,
finna do
it's not
this.
even
We not finna
flexibility
act like
in the
women the
bed.
only ones cramping up during sex.
Matt, y'all don't even have flexibility in the bedroom. You can, like,
Stop it.
what are we talking about?
Stop it.
Anyway, I have more questions. Nina, thanks for coming up. Joe, Wu, KB, cashing that pink ticket. Anybody else that would like to speak to the topic, ping the room out, share the room out. But should men and women be married or get married for happiness in 2026? Is it a necessity? No, necessity. My bad. Please get to this. Mac, over to you, please. God damn it.
No,
Somebody like, because I feel like half of you guys think marriage is, validation. We need it for the internet.
no,
We need it
no.
for, my parents are gonna be proud of me. My homegirls, my fake sisterhood will cheer me
And that's
on.
why the divorce rate is high. No, you do not get married to be happy. You get married when you are happy. Like, I don't, I don't know. I think it's being made so difficult out here for no fucking reason. It's driving me insane. Why would you get married to be happy? If you're not married, if you're not happy before marriage, marriage finna frustrate the fuck out of you.
Wow.
Like, you're not gonna make it. Because marriage is not easy just because it's marriage and you done signed up to be that you still got to go through everyday life with someone. Like, it's even harder than a regular relationship. A regular relationship, you could say, oh well shit, I'm out. With nothing. With a marriage, a lot of shit comes with that. Like, when you're building a family and shit, a lot of shit comes with that. Like, you have to actually plan to walk away from some shit. You can't just up and pack your shit and walk out. A bitch can't just throw your shit down the stairs and it be over with. Like, a lot more comes with that. That's why the shit be toxic.
But how
Yes,
y'all
CJ.
throwing
Okay,
shit out though?
let's be real. Let's be real because you have decisions to make when you're dating somebody. And like women act like they have a decision to make. Like you have a decision to
Well, your
make.
decision is to put down the mimosas. It's too early for you. The
What?
I'm
Yeah.
mimosas. Too early for those mimosas.
hey yo, leave
It's
me
Nina,
alone.
you
it's
having
too
I ain't
mimosas
got
early
right
no
now?
kids.
for
You having mimosas
I ain't
mimosas.
right
got
now?
no
It's too
kids. I ain't
early
got
for
no
liquor.
debt.
AJ,
I
it's
ain't got no trauma.
10:52
You having
a.m. on the
mimosas
East
right
Coast.
now?
Nigga, it's
Yep.
12.
Period.
Pass me one shit.
Period. But it's
If
like
you
it's
speak to the
you
topic,
don't you
Nina.
don't.
Nina, speak to the topic, okay?
That's what I was talking about.
I hope so.
Shut the fuck up. Leave me alone.
As soon as you tell me to shut the fuck up, you'll be
Damn, how
swimming in the
old is you?
goo
You ain't
with
got
the
no
switches.
kids.
Yep. Nope. She's in the goo now. Me to shut up. She don't know where she's at. Now, Nina, we don't want to hear stuff at 10 a.m. It's too drunk for you to be drunk. It's too early to be drunk. Drunk to be up here. Please do not derail us. And we just want to have a great conversation. We don't want to hear you come in slurring. Like, yo, I could have sworn I was in the nightclub just now, AJ. Like, what the, them running down on you in your ear and they talking to you and shit. That's how she sound, like one of those. Like, get out of here. What you doing in my ear? That's what you sound like. Let's get back to the conversation. I would like to hear if anybody that would like to chime into the conversation the correct way. Carl, please come up. Caroline, anybody at the bottom, you guys up. But what do you guys feel about the topic? Should men and women get married to be happy? Is it a need? Is it a want? Who would like to chime in next? Anybody but Woo or Nina? Please. Thank you.
I forgot what I was damn saying when she
No,
cut me
yeah,
off.
she's
Go ahead,
drunk.
Joe.
This is why I don't like drunks on the stage, Mac.
Go ahead, Joe.
I want to say that men and women should get married to be happy, but I mean, I do believe that you should already be happy. Your partner should just
Hey,
add to
Joe, I
the
got a question
happiness
for
you
you. Were you
already
shooting
have.
your shot at my co-host Mac up here in the chat?
Wait, what happened?
Oh no,
What
I'm
I
not shooting
missed?
my shot, but I do. I mean, I admire beauty, so that's all I was
Oh,
doing.
okay. No, I was just asking. No, I seen your comment in the chat. That's why I was
What
asking
he
if you.
said? Hold on, y'all. What?
But no, I said I was looking at you, Mac. You very beautiful, but I wasn't trying to shoot my shot.
I'm fucking dead. I missed that. It's appreciated. My husband said thank
Damn,
you.
say thank you.
Yeah, tell
I
your
was
husband I
coming,
wasn't.
KB. KB,
Yeah,
hold on. I got a pink
respectful.
ticket. You got a pink ticket and those make me itch. You don't come off mic telling me what the fuck to do until that pink ticket gone.
Yo.
The fuck?
Hell no.
All right. Well, anybody else would like to chime in? What about dependence part? I asked that question. I don't think everybody answered that. Should you be dependent on marriage? Should you be depending happy? Should you even depend on your partner for happiness?
You got to depend on yourself
Go
first.
ahead, butter.
Yeah, you gotta depend on yourself first before you can depend on anyone else. Okay, if you ain't happy with yourself, if like, you're never gonna be happy when you're with.
That's a big ass fact. Like, oh shoot, got no, oh sure. But yeah, that's a big ass fact. Like, if you're not happy, you won't be happy. Period. Like that shit comes from within. And I don't know. When I was younger, cause I'm 36 now, right? I used to hear women say that, like, oh, like, be my like make me happy and things like that. So growing up, I learned there is nothing you can do to make an unperson happy. So, like, yo, if you're not happy when you get here, my nigga, I don't need you, cause like you just gonna bring me down, and I'm always happy. Like, even when I'm unhappy, I'm happy.
So I always hear about this famous circumstance when a woman have a baby. What is it? Is it postpartum?
Postpartum.
Postpartum depression.
And y'all be going through different range of emotions. During that time, I can't make you happy, can I?
No, and I wouldn't say, let me hold my tongue. For a lot of women, it's not about like trying to make them happy. It's just more about the consolement and being there for them. Now, the women outside of that, I can't speak for. For me, when I was going through it, it wasn't that my husband needed to do everything that I desired, because a lot of things that I desired, he couldn't fix. Like, this is me mentally looking in the mirror, looking at myself different because my body going through a bunch of different changes. So it was just him being there for me, like being able to console me and like, no, you still beautiful, babe. Like telling me like I'm not you tripping. That was the better side for me. Like I don't know. I wasn't looking for him to make me happy. Like it wasn't nothing that he could do, because that range of emotions, shit, if you can't control my emotions regular when I'm on my period, how the fuck you finna control postpartum? Like, nah, it's not. You can't make them. You can't. It's not about you making
But
them
I
happy.
still say
with
for
reassuring
answer
some,
for
oh my bad,
herself.
go ahead, Kate.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, like, is reassuring somebody and like, letting them know that, like, yo, you're beautiful, like making somebody feel safe and secure in our relationship, is that making them happy or just doing the bare minimum?
Think that's making them happy.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If they already feel good about themselves, you shouldn't have to tell them that. But you can tell them, just because you want to. But if you got to do it to get them back on track, I think that can be a little bit of an issue. That means it's a confidence situation going. That means they not happy with themselves.
But
'Cause
But that
but
means
doesn't
that
everybody
spoke
have
on
moments of
pregnancy
weakness?
though.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you good, Joe. I promise. I'm not upset. But you spoke on pregnancy though. That's not that woman choosing to be unhappy with herself, choosing this weird ass shit. Like, your body goes through that. Like, just because our bodies are meant to go through that, and I think that's what frustrates me with some men. Just because our bodies are built to go through that, don't mean that we are mentally prepared to go through that shit.
I mean,
Like
I understand
that
what
shit.
you
That's pregnancy is different.
I
So I
understand
mean,
what you're talking about, but I'm just going along with the topic. He was like happiness,
yeah,
because normally y'all emotions are all over the place, and in some cases, I've heard women say they be unhappy during that. So that's what I'm just going along with the title. That's all.
yeah.
The
No,
But
during
title
that
is about
time, it is a lot
happiness.
of unhappiness. But I don't think that's like a regular time. Like that's like through sickness and in health to me. Like that's a part of that side of it. Like I don't know. That's not regular unhappiness. Like bitches be unhappy because they hair not done. Bitches be unhappy because they nails not done. Like that regular unhappiness shit, that's not on you. Because I feel like a woman that was getting that shit done, taking care of that shit before a nigga, you should be able to take care of that shit after one.
I really want to ask, because I think it was Amari. Is that how you say her name, fam? If you were saying
Yeah,
that
yeah.
reassuring and, what I mean, helping your partner feel safe and secure, that's a part of like seeking out happiness. And I really, I don't understand what you mean by that. So like, I ain't trying to give you no pushback. I'm just trying to understand just a little bit more, like
Yep,
what you
let
mean by that.
Amari explain that, and then we're gonna get to this new topic. Go ahead, Amari.
So in some cases, you trying to get the person on track. That's what the validation is for. You're trying to get them to believe in themselves again. So therefore, if a person got to believe in themselves again, they're unhappy. It's not a happy person. So that's what I was talking about. It's levels to validation. It's levels to compliments. Compliments can be just because, or compliments can be because the person is just not in a good place mentally. Does that make sense?
It does make sense,
But wait,
but
does
could it
that
just be?
change if you mean it or not? Like, are you just saying it because you know to put that person in a better mindset, or do you mean it when you say it?
I mean,
Okay,
you're
so do you go?
supposed to
Oh, my
mean it
bad, my
when you
bad.
say it, right?
Hold on, let me. No,
Yeah, that's
so
why I
my
was
thing
asking.
is, when you go above and beyond, is you trying to save a person? Is you trying to get them to a better place? Hopefully quicker by, reassuring them over and over and over. Y'all know what a genuine baby you be, but when somebody is like going above and beyond to compliment you just because they know right now, based on where your mental at, you're not really complimenting yourself right now. So they doing the double for you and them.
Be right. Like you're supposed to be able to lean on your partner when feeling depleted, when you're feeling discouraged. Because I wouldn't say that's unhappiness to feel discouraged. Because like yo, like you can still be happy with life and just be discouraged with how things are going with a certain project or with a job. You might have got a bad haircut. I feel you though, but I wouldn't necessarily say that that person is unhappy because they need extra reassurance
You just
from their
did double
partner.
talk, Joe. You know what words you just used a second ago?
What's that?
Discourage. Discourage.
Yeah,
A
because I was
person
trying
that's
to label the
discouraged.
emotion and not just label it as unhappy.
But being discouraged is not a person in a good place. Can we agree on that?
I can say you can be in a good place and still be discouraged because life happens. Oil machine jumps off the trail sometimes.
All right. I was
Well,
just
let me
going
do a
along
quick
with that.
reset. If y'all are just
I hate
joining,
you, Amari.
if y'all are just joining, we've been talking this marriage shit, right? Ping the room up, share the room up. If you guys haven't some of the BTS that I've been posting on Instagram, go show love. Yo, Mac, I appreciate it. Everybody that's been showing love to my new shit from the movie and Epic. I think we got a workshop today, and then we got to see the scenes this weekend. So shout out to everybody that's been showing love and shit. I see y'all. Into the new episodes that we got too. I got one with Firebrand Cannabis. I sat down with the owner and got an in-person interview. I think one of the episodes now. So make sure y'all go run that up. But let's get back to this. Mac, I have a question for you, Liza, and anybody on the fucking war floor that wants to answer this shit. Are women committing to men? Is the leadership down bad? Do men know how to, uphold their end of the bargain? Amari, Mac, anybody that wants to kick us off with this, please do. I would love to hear from you guys. Are men afraid? Do they not want to commit? Are they busters? Are they suckers? What's going on here? I would like to have this conversation because you guys been talking for a while, but we haven't got to the topic. So, are women afraid of committing? Can we please answer this topic? Who's next? I gotta go.
I think it's both. I think that there are men and women both. They're both committed to not being committed to each other. So I think that could be a vice versa thing. It's subjective.
So it just depends on the situation. That's what you're saying, Liza? At the end of the day?
Just depends on the situation because you've got women that are just like, no, I don't feel like marriage is necessary. Men say the same thing, and then you got both parties that are like, heck yeah, we want to get married, we want to live a great life, and white picket fence, and children, and dogs, and cats, and
I think the problem is the people that want the same things are getting with people that don't want what they want and trying to make them want what they want, and then they're frustrated because that person isn't doing what the fuck it takes to get what the fuck they want. No, making it hard. Go get with a motherfucker that's like minded, that want the same things as you, that's on the same train as you, that wants the same goals. It won't be as hard. You making it hard on yourself. You want to go turn her into a housewife. You want to go get the nigga that's known for pipe on any bitch that throw ass and turn him into the nigga that lay pipe no more. Like you're asking for the shit that you're through. You're begging for actually.
You make the
well,
most
I think if
confusing
you're gonna
shit
get in a
sound simple.
relationship, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was just say she just made the most confusing shit sound so simple. Because that's just the fact that people are literally finding people that do not align with them and choose to be with them. Mac is just mind blowing. Like, how bad could you be at finding someone for you that you find the complete opposite of what you align with? It's incredible.
So I think we nearing a time where the marriage vows is it's like just talk. People don't mean that stuff. Like these marriages is reaching the
For
point where
sure. Yes.
they literally built on performance. It's becoming performance based. Like they don't really mean that
Acting.
to death do you part stuff. Like they don't. Um, I mean, we looking at marriages
So
where
you saying death do
people
you
are,
part is is untrue,
they
Amari?
for richer rapport, they not honoring that no more. It's just certain parts of the marriage vows in which can represent struggle love. They not interested in. They not interested in, like, they may say that in front of the pastor, but if you go broke, they getting up out of there. Like these people is not like just sticking around. Like they not. You don't have that room for error. Like they just saying that because that's a part of the moment. That's a part of the ritual. But generally speaking, you got some women who ain't even saying that. Like that one video I saw, oh girl refused to say for richer or poorer. She was like, for poorer. No, for richer, we'll just let's do richer. We ain't gonna do poorer. So, these
So they
people
took
ain't
off the
really.
poorer part, Amari, for
Yeah,
real?
she like
Yeah,
poor.
she
Like,
would
no,
not
I'll
say
be,
it.
I'll
I know
be.
exactly what video he talking
Yeah,
about.
you know
She would
exactly
not
what I'm
say that
talking
shit,
about
and
with that
that's so
video.
embarrassing. That is
Yeah.
so fucking embarrassing. I would have walked right the fuck down from up there. I wouldn't have married her.
So Amari proved it right there, Mac, about women being afraid or being afraid of
I'm
commitment.
not
You know what I'm saying?
disagreeing. I agree with Liza. She said it goes both ways, which it does. You have men that are afraid of commitment. You have women that are afraid of commitment for different reasons, some for the same reasons. But at the end of the day, it's still for what I said it was for. They're not getting with like-minded people. If I get with somebody and I believe Jesus and they atheists, and then I'm in the house trying to hang up pictures of Jesus and crosses and shit. He getting mad, and I'm trying to figure out why you getting mad. What the fuck? Like, come
getting
on now.
mad
You
over
don't want to go
Jesus
to church with
crosses?
me.
No,
You don't
but
want to go to church with me. You don't want to pray with me. But when I want to go to the club, you want to go there with me.
you know who that
Come
reminds
on
me
now.
of,
I'm
Mac?
getting with somebody that's not like. Don't start your
Mac, you
shit.
know, you
I'm
know
not
who
doing it. Nope. I'm muting.
Mac, you know who that remind me of? Say
Bye.
that. Can you say that analogy one more time? Mac, get back here. That reminds me of Victoria when she was saying that stuff. You know what I'm saying about the casino and
Excuse
not.
me. Excuse me. Let me cut you off short, and I'm glad I am at work, mind you. So, therefore, I have to keep my voice at a professional level. So, no, I'm at work. You will not interfere with my mind, okay? So, therefore, right, I am not an atheist. And I don't go to church for several reasons, not to say that
Wait,
I've
I'm
never
calling you
been.
atheist, Victoria. Listen, I was
No,
okay.
I'm not saying. I know. I'm not. No, 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 no,
Okay,
no, Matt.
cool.
No, no, Matt. Put your seatbelt on, honey. I'm addressing stocks real quick. So because there's other people listening, and when people hear things, they tend to run with it the wrong way. So before I get him off, because he's about to get on me. So let me just I gotta say real quick. So no, I do not go to church for several reasons. And if I gotta go to a church, a worship to praise the Lord. And when it comes to my tithes and the pastor wants to tell me how much he wants me to give him, sorry, that's not gonna happen. And then on top of that, y'all they're collecting building funds, air conditioning funds, they need the floors remodeled funds, and now all of these ridiculous funds that are not mentioned ever at all in the Bible. No, no there. But however, what it is in the Bible, it is allowed for me to the casino, and that's where I'm going to go because the Ecclesiastes 19 says. 10:19 says the wealth of the sinners is laid up for the just. So therefore, I'm gonna justly put my money in the slot machine, and I'm gonna cash in on all of those other people that play that same machine before me. I'm gonna collect their money. So thank you. And I'm not an atheist. I'm in Bible study every day of the week, every day, not missing a day, unless I'm sick. And if no, I don't get sick. So yeah, I'm in Bible teaching every day, Sunday through Sunday, like clockwork.
So does the
Thank
casino?
you.
Can you take PTO days at the casino?
Do I what? What did you just say? I couldn't hear you.
I said you got PTO days at the casino because you said when you were sick.
Yeah, because when I'm at the casino, I just don't gamble. There's other things to do. There's restaurants there. There's live performances there, and there's a lot of people. So, and if I'm a cosmetologist and a massage therapist and a barber, a nail tech. esthetician, and a makeup artist. So I
And a
gotta be where
gambler.
people
And a
are.
gambler.
Yes, that's right. And don't, yeah, that's right. Because that's you can add that to the another stream of income. So yes, I need to be where the people are. So I ain't going in there because somebody gonna sit up there and tell me a bunch of lies. And they're gonna give me their perspective, or they want to reflect onto me what they got going on in their personal life. Sorry, I'm sorry. We ain't serving the same God. So y'all can stay. They can stay on them podiums and keep on performing, because my worship and my praise is not a performance. It is a worship and it is a praise. So I leave all that stuff. And like you said, Mike, let the people resonate with the people that they resonate with. I don't resonate with them people. I resonate with wool and sheep clothing. So why go there? It's just like dating and like marriage. Why would I want to marry somebody that don't want kids when I want kids? When I want more children? That ain't working for me. Had to fake like I'm happy with this. No, sorry. I ain't doing it.
To the title, I think women are afraid of committing to men just because they don't want to check their behavior. I've seen a lot of women kind of like stay with their like one night stands or their little hookups because their hookups don't want to check them. They're not ready for married life. When I was starting my man and we're engaged, I had to be celibate. I had to be friends who were literally man haters. I stopped going to clubs. I stopped getting high. I've been sober. So I want to kind of get ready for that life of staying at home, becoming a mom. And I feel like a lot of women aren't ready to give up that lifestyle. You can literally have a fun lifestyle without getting fucked up every weekend, going to the club, shaking ass, and you know, hooking up. Like you can have a good lifestyle. I think a lot of people think that hookup culture is fun and it's cute, until they're taking a bunch of Plan Bs and getting abortions. And it's just like, a lot of people aren't ready to change their lifestyles. They don't want to change their clothes. They don't want to change how they dress. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You can be classy and conservative at the same time. I think showing your ass and going out and showing your body and shit when you're dating somebody is so disrespectful to the man that you're with. Unless you guys literally have talked about it, he's okay with it, all that stuff. I feel like a lot of women just aren't ready to change that, and they don't want to be checked by somebody. They want to be like, oh, I'm independent. You can't tell me what to do. And they just don't want to live for anybody else but themselves. And so that's what I think some women are very scared of committing to is change of themselves.
So I think the fairy tale part of getting into a relationship is gone. We have too much information about what failure looked like, and we don't have the delusional part that we used to have back then about what success looked like. All we hear about is failure, 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 what it looks like, and the downhill process of it. So I think people aren't delusionally looking for love, right? They looking for love along the lines of what if it go wrong, or when it go wrong, what it's gonna look like. So they don't really have that part that makes them feel excited about getting into it. The good part, the part where you first getting into it, the butterflies in the stomach.
Right.
There's no excitement about achieving love at this point because we only know and think about what's gonna happen and how to prepare for it when it go wrong.
And I agree. I think women aren't surrounding themselves with good representation. Like I said, I had to cut off the man haters in my life. And my friends, if they're really my friends, they would understand that I had to get in my mind, get in the right mindset. So you're right, Amari. A lot of women aren't surrounding themselves with good examples of marriage. All they're surrounding themselves are good examples of marriage failing and divorces and breakups. It's all they're surrounding themselves with. So of course, it's all they're gonna think is gonna happen to them. So I think women need to surround themselves with like-minded women who are happily married, who are doing the same things that they would like to do. Otherwise, they're just going to keep seeing failure if they keep surrounding themselves with failure, when it comes to relationships. Or I could be tripping, but
Are women afraid of committing to men? Who else would like to chime in? Appreciate you guys for keeping this conversation rolling. But are women afraid of committing to men? Are men even afraid of committing to women? I want to reverse the question too. Is it could be vice versa too? You know,
I mean,
men could be afraid of committing to women too.
yeah.
Correct me if I'm. Did the divorce rate on the women's side drop yet, or is that thing
I
still
don't
high
Mm.
than
think
the
so.
motherfucker? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I
I
understand.
don't think so. Well, also, I don't think men initiate divorce because they know they ain't gonna win in court. It's mostly women who win in court house for the finances and shit. So I really think men are just like, I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna keep fighting for this because I'm gonna lose in court anyways nowadays. Like it's really favored in the women when it comes to divorce in court.
80% is pretty damn high. Just saying.
That is pretty high. That is very high. That's really sad. Again, because I think it comes down to not wanting to be checked or changing their lifestyle. They realize like, oh shit, I got someone else and not me anymore. Damn, fuck. They don't know how to do that.
So the narrative about men being afraid of commitment is all a fallacy. Is that correct?
Nah. I think men are afraid as well. I think men are afraid of wasting their damn time and being left. The 80% of the divorce rate. So I think men are just like, I don't even want to waste my time putting all this money and energy and my life savings and everything I worked for into this woman, and she just gonna leave me at the end of the day. So I think men are also scared.
It's not about being scared. Men are smartening up. Hmm. It ain't got jack shit to do with being scared. Does that make sense to you? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to risk your whole fucking 30-year, 20, 30 year career and building and effort and all for somebody to walk away with half of it? Just think about that for a
Exactly.
moment.
Hey, War, they going after people pension. Imagine somebody like going into your retirement package. Like you put that up so you can sit still at some point. Imagine the person getting half of that. And that was like supposed to be your nest egg so you can relax and actually sit on easy road.
Now you gotta go be a greeter at Walmart just to make ends meet.
No, but when
Like,
you
what are we
see,
talking?
here's the reality of it. You know, when we have this conversation, I listened for a while, and I didn't, that's why I didn't speak because I wanted to be clear on what I heard. Right? When you reverse the scenario and ask women if they are willing, if they will be willing to take that same risk, they would tell in a heartbeat, "Fuck no, you crazy." That don't. Why would somebody do that? But then turn around and can't figure out why men are not opting in for marriage. Just think about that for a moment.
I mean, yeah, because they selfish. I mean, we know this. I mean, I
Who's
You
feel
didn't say
selfish?
selfish. You was funny.
women,
She
women,
being
yeah,
funny.
absolutely. I said women.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just
what you
want
thought? What you
you
just
got
thought
to
that I
be
thought I meant men?
no. You got to be clear when you speak. So because you know these
Okay.
conversations can become quite these conversations can become quite hyperbolic, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, women are definitely. We're
So
talking about the women not having women being that hypocrite in a way. So yeah, they selfish.
right, but I also like to be fair and balanced and go down the middle, bipartisan in the way that I speak to any given topic, so that it's not a one sided event. So people can't say, "Oh, you just don't like women." Right? As a man who's been married for over 20 plus years, right? I understand the thought process that a lot of women in the modern day dating society have. I understand it. It's the fear of growing old, aging out. Your body can't compete, you know, and women are extremely catty and competitive. So now you're looking at the young girls and you can't figure out why men are going to younger women, right?
Listen, we love young. Listen, War. You want me to tell you why we're going to younger women? Because these old bats don't know how to put their legs behind their heads like a pretzel. You understand, War?
Well,
And I can see
yeah,
it is what it is. I'm telling the
yeah,
truth,
yeah, I got that. I understand that, but I think there's more to it than just the sexual expose that
man.
happen. It is. It's more to it. A lot of men would rather deal with a young, uncompromised woman because she is just that. She's uncompromised. She doesn't carry and have a lot of baggage. She's not her fear level is not there. It's not that she's being molded. I heard a woman say this the other day. Stupidest shit I think I ever heard. Y'all just want to mold these young women. No, we don't. We don't want to deal with your old ass.
Oh shit.
We don't want to deal with your old ass because you bringing all that goddamn baggage and all that what the last 10 niggas over the past year done to you. Let's just be honest, right? Now, I myself don't believe in age gap dating, but that's a story for another time, right? I believe that you should date age appropriate. That's just me, you know. That's just me. Uh, that's for the rich people because, that's what they do. But we go back to this topic at the top of the room, right? The reality of it is that it's not about being afraid to conjoin yourself with someone, be it the man or the woman. It ain't about that at all, right? Protecting assets and things of that nature is now where people are, right? Ask any woman if she's willing to work 20 to 30 years just for the man and say, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. I'm not happy. What? How are you not happy after 30 years?
Right.
I want a divorce. I want a divorce.
He's cooking. He is cooking.
I want
Wow.
you go over here and I go over here and we'll just split everything down the middle. You sitting there going, I've been paying this goddamn mortgage on this motherfucking house faithfully every fucking month, 12 months out of the year for 30 years. Bought
Ooh.
cars, pay light, water, gas. I've had a dental, a medical, a burial insurance policy on your black ass
Ooh.
that I paid every month faithfully for 30 years just for you to wake up and decide, I'm unhappy. I don't want to do it no
Ooh.
more. And then take me to court and the judge, oftentimes more so than not, and the family court practitioners are going to side with you.
Good
What are we
Lord.
doing?
My.
Don't you think it's
This
a
is where we
commitment
are.
issue? I still think it's a
Wow. That
commitment
brother
issue.
just, I mean, he just said it
Uh,
all. Wow.
This is where we are.
who else wants to
Hey, how
continue
you
the
doing, young man?
conversation, War? Let's continue. Are women afraid of committing
All right,
to
thank you.
men? Good looks, bro. And then who else wants to come in? Phil, thanks for coming up. Mari, BT. What's going on, man? Let's get to this topic. Are women afraid of committing to men? Is there a commitment issue? Are men down bad? What's going on? Let's get to this shit. And cash them
Well,
pink tickets in. Let's get
it's a
It's
revelation.
not. I'm
Uh,
sorry. Oh, go ahead, bro.
well, no, you keep cooking. Keep cooking.
Okay, so men that understand the seven values that, in my opinion, every man should come equipped with, right? Those seven things are provision, protection, leadership, discipline, guidance, order, and structure. Men should have an understanding of those seven virtues, right? Before they take on a woman and thus create a family, right? Why? Because those are the important, those are the most important vital parts of being no do act of manhood, right?
You said them too
Now,
quick. Write
women,
them in the chat or something for me. I'm driving.
I'm driving right now, brother. I'll get
I
you.
am too. I couldn't take notes.
So, provision, protection, leadership, discipline, guidance, order, and structure. There are many more, like love and honor, commitment. All of those things exist underneath that umbrella.
all right. I
But
hear
those are
you.
the
I hear
basic.
you. I hear you, War. But I want to do a quick reset.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
Let's get. I got a headache. Shout out to my sister Diego coming through. Love you, Diego. Amari, Victoria, AJ, Butter. Yo, shout out to you guys in the room up, sharing her room up. We're having a great conversation, and that's been flooding my IG with all the new content and the movie. I just fucking crazy. I can't even wait to see the shit myself. I think they was telling me they're gonna submit it to Hulu. So if you guys be on the lookout, make sure y'all fucking be on the lookout. We're gonna go turn up, and I'm gonna have a watch party inside of Agenda Wars. So We'll do that shit real soon. But if we're here and you're here right now and you're listening to this shit, ping the room up, share the room up. We're talking about commitment. Afraid of commitment. Are men afraid of commitment? Are women afraid of commitment? All type of shit I've been hearing, but I want to hear more voices. I've been hearing war for the past 15 minutes. Can I hear from someone else?
Yes,
Please.
hey, I'm here.
BT, let's go.
Thank you. Peace and reparations to the room. Thank you to the most gracious host and moderators for creating and running the space. Thank you to the panel for participating in the discussion. But most importantly, thanks to the audience for listening, because without you all, we'd just be up here talking to each other. When I read the title, Are Women Afraid of Committing to Black Men? Um, I don't think it's a fear. I believe it's a theory I've been working on. It's called the Salulu is the Lulu. And essentially it's saying for black women, a lot of women, period, actually, not just black, let me fix that. Most women. The solution is delusion. I like to keep it on black because that's all I date. But and essentially the solution for them is delusional in almost every scenario. And what you see is a smorgasbord of women gaslighting each other to be more delusional. And instead
So
of using
BT, so you're
logic,
saying that women make other women delusional? Let's have this conversation.
yes,
Yeah, let's
yes.
talk about it. How? How are they making other women delusional?
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to actually speak on. And so what you see is a
You
lot of
getting
times,
sassy with me?
I mean, I don't sass, brother. I just correct.
Yes, you do.
But no, but you basically get my point. Oh yeah. So what we see is they actually they gaslight each other into believing that they're right when they do wrong, when they practice bad behavior. And the best example I have for this is the group chats. These group chats have them. They basically are like cheerleading things for them. Unless they're arguing amongst each other, then they can be real about shit. But if it's a man involved and one of those women brings her issues with her man to that group chat, which you're not supposed to do in relationships anyway, first of all. But when one of them does that, and that entire single group chat is now telling the only woman with the man what she should do, and that her nigga wrong and he's a dog and she needs to leave him. And so there you have a clear example across the gambit of the Salulu being the Lulu for these women. Another good one is the DMs, and this is the men's fault. It's the men being so thirsty in these women's DMs, they think they look better than they actually do. And
What are
so
you
because
saying?
of
What are you
that,
saying? What's saying BT right now? What do you mean? They're delusional about how they look now? The fuck are you trying to
yeah,
what are you trying
that's
to say?
another, yes, this is part two of it. And so there is um, a myriad of men in these women's DMs being thirsty as heck. I mean, so thirsty. And it doesn't matter how the women look. These niggas is doing it, just giving it out, you know? And so they compliment these women. Girl, I want to suck the fat off your marshmallow, girl. That booty, I want to eat your booty. They saying all kind of
What?
crazy shit to these women. Yes, brother. I've seen the back channels, the DMs, that some of these women get. Average, not even the super bad
How are
ones.
you seeing other people's back channels, BT? I'm
Well,
really confused.
I have sisters, and I have friends that are women, like actual platonic
So
friends.
they
So
snitching on people.
I'm privy to see, and they show me and they educate me. Hey, bro, be careful because this shit is crazy. She got 600 women in her back. I'm looking, I'm reading. I'm like, damn, these niggas saying anything. Yeah. And so, that is the second. It makes the women who may essentially be a 4 or 5 think they are 7 or 8. And so that again is more delusion on top of the delusion of the women gaslighting and telling her she's right when she's wrong and her nigga ain't shit, even though he's been doing what he's supposed to do. And I'll land there. Thank you.
Sounds like he's delusional. I don't really know. Okay, Dusty, thanks for coming up. Diego, Dana, everybody that came through. Chris, what up, brother? It just sounds like you're very fucking delusional, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Don't get
I
mad because you don't
I'm
have a
not
theory.
mad. You just talking with a pink
You don't
ticket, and
have a
it's
viable
fucking. But
theory
you know what,
that is logical.
BT, and that's what I think about BT today. Why y'all be
Uh,
letting these niggas come up here with pink tickets and just ramble? Where's Mac at? Like she's supposed to be on fucking pink ticket duty. She don't give a fuck about me. She just let niggas come up here and just say anything. Butter. I don't know what she's doing. Probably eating a stick of butter. Like I don't know, bro. Like
don't do that. I was giving my baby a bath. Thanks.
what
Yeah.
you feel about the topic, butter? Real quick. Are women afraid of
Um.
committing to women or men or whatever? You know y'all lesbos
Yeah.
nowadays.
I think we are afraid of committing to men because we never really know a man's true intentions with us. A man can sit here and say, "Oh yeah, I want this with you. I want this type of life with you," and not really. That might not really be what they want. Like men, y'all lie. Like y'all fucking lie.
Yeah,
I
these
think
women,
sometimes you guys are the reason why we live. Go ahead, Kid Dusty. Over to you.
yeah, these women are deathly afraid of commitment. They're very scared. I would even go so far as to say most of these ladies have
Oh no, go ahead. Say
a
what you was
fear
gonna say,
based.
black woman. Say what your chest, nigga. Go ahead.
Unfortunately, a lot of our sisters today they live in like a fear based mindset. Even when they don't have to. Like a lot of them are very smart. They're beautiful, whatever. Like they have the means and the ability to like pick up and not have to be afraid for their life. But unfortunately, a lot of them, spend too much time watching these killer crime, whatever the true crimes, and they listen to all these women that aren't them that got cheated on and broke and abused and slapped in the face. I hear from women who have never been treated negatively by a man in their entire life. Their father was never abusive. Nobody none of the men in their family ever cheated. Talking about they're deathly afraid of getting cheated on and left with a baby and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yo, like that's not your life. Where is the fear coming from? You haven't experienced any of this stuff. So why are you so scared? But this is what I'm hearing, and what I find is that sort of mindset and mentality, it actually makes them more scared, especially when they really like the guy, or like when it's a guy that they actually want in front of them. It makes them more hesitant to commit because it makes the fear worse. Like, damn, I really like him. I'm really attracted to him. It's gonna hurt so much more when he cheats on me. It's gonna hurt so much more when he beats on me. It's gonna hurt so much more when after I have him around all my friends and my aunties, and they're like, "Oh, girl, you got a good one," and da da da. And when it eventually blows up, that's how. That's the mindset I'm seeing out here. And I'm talking about as a man who's been trying to commit to some of these ladies, and they're like scared, and I'm like, yo, what have I shown you to be scared? And I'm talking about from women in my family that are 30, 35, 40, that have had good niggas in front of them and let their fear get the best of them, and now they're still single at 40, 40, 45. They wanted to be a mom, they want to be, they wanted to be a wife, and they had the opportunity to, but they let the best of them.
Who do you think instills that fear, Kid Dusty? Real quick, is it the family, the friends? What's up with you, bro? What you think it is? The
Um,
homegirls, the fake sisterhood. What's up?
I think it's all of the above, man. I think like there are women like when I'm my cousins, on one side of my family, none of those women can keep a man, and some of them have been married twice. So
Wow.
I think that's I think that's part of it. But then I also think like some of the women that these women surround themselves with in their friend group and stuff, like they're not the same as them. You're comparing the experience that a jump off or a hoe gets when you're not a hoe. But because y'all went to school together, you're saying, oh well, men treat her like she's a hoe. Well, she's a hoe. You're not. So like why are you basing like you're scared of an outcome that doesn't apply to you? So I think it's everything. Women are listening to too much negativity on their algorithm. They watching these true crime stuff where these dudes is making UPS deliveries and cutting women up and throwing them in the river. Like it's too much consuming too much negativity. Like they're not living That's why I say live in a fear based reality, because if they really look at life and they're like, oh, like, the black men around me aren't actually that bad. Like my brother's pretty loyal. Like they had girlfriends for a while, or like my uncles are pretty stand up dudes, or my dad, he has flaws, but my mom's fine. Like he treats her fine. Like if they really looked at their actual life, like I don't think they'd be that scared.
Thank you for that, K Dusty. Mac, are you back here? Fuck, she went. Fucking dead phone ass. What's going on here? Are women afraid of committing? I think so. Motherfuckers don't even know where to go. If someone's gonna follow you, it gotta be to success. A lot of y'all niggas leading people to hell and wonder why people don't want to listen to y'all. Leading the motherfuckers to hell, not knowing the right thing. Everything Kay said was right. Right? So appreciate that, brother. We've been chiming in for a while now. I would love to continue this conversation. Also, there's a poll at the top. Who creates happiness in marriage? Is it the men, women, both, family, all of that shit? So make sure y'all vote in the poll. And if you got a pink ticket, cash that shit in. Yeah, let's continue this conversation. Clarity, simultaneously, nigga. Damn. See that nigga? He's popping through. He's ready to come at y'all. You too, Matt. Did you answer this topic?
Oh yeah, I answered it when you first put it up.
I'll answer it. Okay, are women afraid of committing to men? Yes. I think who was that? Kay. He had a very, very good outlook. And I think, yeah, women, we are afraid of like you niggas give me GBs. Like there's just so many weirdos out here, so many weird ass niggas that it's like you never know a man's true intentions. You never know, okay, is this nigga gonna kill me? Like we've had the conversation here in this room many a times of how women would just give a man her number just safe, just so that he doesn't react, just so that she don't get a brick thrown at her fucking head.
Did you just say heebie-jeebies in 2026?
And did what's up? You got
Or
issue? What you gonna do about it?
what year?
Nothing.
What year was you born, ma'am?
I was born 1997.
Oh, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
So
I'm saying.
yeah,
Like, how many dates have you gone on where the nigga killed you?
that doesn't matter, right? It's like where you're saying how
No,
many?
I'm
No,
asking for a reason though.
no.
But I'm asking for a reason though,
Listen.
cause
Listen, that doesn't matter, and I don't think that's a very good point because yeah, obviously, majority of the time that's happened. But there's always that one time. There's always that 1%. Like if a woman just keeps moving around, like, yeah, this nigga's not gonna do nothing to me. That's why shit like that happens. Cause someone be like, yeah, this isn't gonna happen to me. This isn't gonna happen to me.
right. It only takes one time,
Every
but the
time
reason
you
the
in
follow up
denial about
question
a
now.
nigga butter, it show you, it slap you right in the face. Nah, bitch, here you go. Here's the real shit right here.
Every time you ask God to show you a sign, He shows you 10. So.
I mean, sometimes we don't like y'all like that. Like y'all start getting annoying. So I hear y'all, but then it's like after a while y'all
Well,
start
then,
showing
if y'all
red
don't like us like
flags.
that,
Your
then
breath
stop
starts.
trying to court us. Then y'all should do that before y'all actually get into a relationship with us.
All right. So every nigga you went on, none of them killed you because you still here, right? But how many dates
Knock
did you
on
go on
wood,
where you
nigga.
felt?
Don't jinx me like that. Take that shit back.
Please
Nah,
take it
nah.
back.
But I'm saying,
No,
how
take it
many dates
back.
did you go on where you? All right, take it back. Take it back. Take it back. But
Thank you,
how
sir.
many dates have you gone on where you left and you felt like you felt unsafe? Like I'm sure you've
There's
gone on
there's
some,
been a couple. There's
but
been
like
a couple.
out of all the dates that you've been on, how many would like what percentage would you say you actually
I
felt like,
haven't
yeah,
been I
I don't
haven't
want
been
to see
on a
that
lot of
guy again
dates.
because I felt safe.
I haven't been on a lot of dates because I've been in like long term. So like but
So wait, the niggas that you got in a long term relationship with, that you obviously felt safe enough with them.
we ain't gonna talk about that. Um
Oh, so she didn't feel
Oh,
safe.
y'all see what I'm
Oh,
talking about,
oh,
bro?
nah, I don't
Y'all
think
see
that's.
what I'm talking about?
You
Yeah,
heard what I
that's
said,
not
Kay.
cool.
Leave it alone, Kay.
Nasty.
but
Oh
like I
shit,
was
hey
saying.
Clarity. Simultaneously, I didn't see you down there.
Wow.
Like I was saying, no, I feel like at the end of the day, yes, while it is rare and it's a few niggas who are really like that, it's it's a lot who aren't. It's a lot. You know, you're right. It is a lot who aren't. But for women, we have to have that discernment. We can't like, okay, well, you know, there's we have to move like every nigga is capable of doing some shit to us. Like we have to move nowadays. So yeah, I understand your point, but that's not how you know we have to move like that. Just because of you're right, everything we did see in the negativity. Because if not, then you know we can easily be caught off guard, and we can be you know we can be in that same situation.
Yeah,
Clarity,
I don't
what you
know
feel
about
about
that.
this? Okay, what y'all feel about this? Is a commitment issue? What's going on? Men afraid to commit to men. What's up? Let's continue to build on this shit.
Was he saying anything?
I think he was, and I got a phone call.
Oh, I thought it was me. Okay. Are women afraid of committing? Who was gonna talk? Clarity? Clarity, go ahead.
I think his phone might be messing up. I see him on mute a few times, and then he just left.
I'm gonna go out and say I'm afraid of commitment. Hi, my name is Butter, and I'm afraid of commitment. Committing to a man specifically. Um, for the simple fact that what'd you say? What you gotta say, Chris?
Love you. You're doing great. Keep going, baby.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm afraid of committing to a man. I feel like all you niggas are. I'm not gonna say niggas. That's not. No, all you niggas are fucking trash. Y'all are terrible people. Y'all do terrible things. And yes, there are some men out here that are good and who are, you know, very genuine. However, y'all are. That's not the, you know, the majority. And if the majority, we wouldn't be having gender wars right now. Okay.
I feel like most people are afraid of commitment because y'all are afraid of real love. Uh,
No,
no,
cause you
no,
see
that's what it is. Y'all afraid to
that.
really
Don't
put
do
your heart on the
that.
line because you might get cheated on. Let's keep it real in gender
Don't
world.
do that on a Monday,
Dang,
Sag.
so
That's
you're
not
saying they're
true. You
afraid of
know what?
Stop.
traditional love?
Which, yes, yes.
I'm there with you. I think 90% of these people are like 100% afraid of traditional.
Yep, I think you guys are just afraid of that real shit. You feel me? You see real shit, you walk the other way, or you just throw some red flags out there to make the shit like, you know, like, nah, I'm good on this person. Too many red flags, and not enough people notice the red
Yeah,
flags.
yeah,
And
Stack.
that's
That's what
so.
they do.
Go
They
ahead. Oh,
make they
oh shit, no
list.
upside. Let go.
Stack, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, bro.
They make they list so unbelievably long of red flags that they can basically pick and choose whatever red flag they want. So then they can simultaneously play the victim when the red flag comes up because you already pick and chose from a red flag list of 10. So you can make your baby daddy and demonize him and simultaneously play the victim.
Damn,
Why does everyone gotta have a baby daddy?
because half of y'all do.
Women here have kids.
Mm.
Listen,
Oh, listen. What was that? Listen. You know when they say listen, it's a lie. No, it's listen.
That's
Oh,
right, butter. Get
excuse
him.
me.
Get him.
yeah, because you know what? It's not we don't ignore bad flags. We pick the better red flags. It's that
Oh, you
you
picked the
niggas.
lighter flag, the lighter color red flag.
That
I
Ah,
mean,
see.
yellow flags are
It's
okay.
an off red.
Um,
This one off red right here.
I feel like y'all be just y'all hide your red flags. Y'all color y'all red flags green, and that's what it is. That's not. Let's not like. It's like everything you're saying, but you're not. I won't admit. You know what? Yeah, we do play our part a little bit. We do, you know, play a certain role. We do that. Y'all will never, but somehow it's always the fucking woman. It's always the fucking woman. Let's address the fact that you men be liars. You be fucking con men. You scammers. Address that.
Color the red flags greens. I've never heard that one before in my life.
Chris, she's
What,
crazy. Chris,
painting
I'm
red
gonna
flags
ask you this
green?
shit
People do
too.
all the time.
Chris, real quick, I want to ask Chris because I want him to chime into this, and then I'm gonna get clarities available. But Chris, who hides the red flags the best, the men or women? Let's get to this, bro, and I'm gonna ask some more questions and shit. But I'm gonna have Chris kick this off.
As easily the women because they want us to be forefront of who we are, which they're correct. They tend to reveal business of them as the relationship goes on. It's like, had you told me that your eyes
Mr.
get to
President.
twitching when you get mad and your head leans to the right, you got that crazy look in your face. Tell me something about that in the beginning. I could have been said we'd have been friends. But since I'm dealing with a psychopath, yeah, it say that women tend to hide their psycho tendencies a lot better in comparison to the men. We just not that creative. And yes, I'm speaking from a true story.
Thank you for that, Chris, for kicking us off with that because I feel like women do hide the red flags better. But it's talking about we do, but nah, women, y'all hide it. Y'all have buried them red flags and won't even tell anyone you have them. So,
I
yeah,
knowing that it rains in the sun
buried them
and the
all.
sun's
Yeah.
glow.
And you swear you don't have red flags when I've seen all of them. Like that's the bad part too. You know what I mean? Like you've seen all your red flags. You
Yeah,
swear
it's
you
like
don't.
they got the ability to
Crazy.
pick out
Go ahead.
10 red flags, but inability to see one red flag within themselves.
That's the thing. We see the red flags, but you know, we understand our red flags. But y'all like to paint y'all flags. Y'all like to paint y'all red flags. That's the difference. I think women show
I
the red
think
flags.
I think way more men are accountable and honest about our red flags than women.
That's a lie. Y'all are not accountable at all. I mean, every day. Yesterday, Mac asked someone a question. I think it was you, Northside. Max asked someone a question about something, and instead
No,
of
it was
answering the,
landslide. It was landslide.
yeah, yeah, and instead of answering the fucking question that she asked, y'all danced around it to make it look like it was her fault at the end of the day, and she was not doing something.
Sometimes we like dancing. You feel me? Sometimes we like that shit. What are we talking about?
Ain't no
What are we talking about
sometimes,
right now?
all the time. But yeah.
Mac, who hides the red flags better? Because I know it's you. You know it's you,
No,
money. I know it's you,
I can't
Elijah,
hide
Victoria,
shit.
all of y'all. All y'all
I
hide red
literally can't.
flags. I
I
know
can't
Dana
hide
hide red
nothing.
Did you
flags.
just you
I know
said
Diego
Liza?
hide
I
red
know you
flags.
just
Want me to
didn't
start
say
calling y'all
Yeah, he said
name? Want
Liza,
me to
get
start
him.
calling y'all name on the
Get him,
stage?
Liza.
My
he just
sister
didn't say
Diego hide
Liza.
red flags.
No.
Butter, AJ,
Hey,
everybody, all
Stacks,
y'all be hiding that
nothing
shit. I'm
on
fucking with
Diego,
Kimberly,
Stacks,
Clarity, all
Yeah,
y'all
nothing
hiding
on
red flags. Now
Diego.
niggas don't. Now I gotta.
I'm not gonna lie. I be hiding my red flags.
I
We
have a
know you do.
question.
We know you do, Butter. You're the queen of red flags, bruh. You feel
You
me?
gotta you
Yeah.
listen. You gotta fake it to make it out here.
You see what I'm saying?
I have a question,
At least she tells the
Go ahead,
truth.
Kimberly. Kick us off with a question. Marty, who's that? Who's that?
Marty.
All right, go ahead, Marty.
Um,
Over to you. Let's go. What's up? Cash
so
that
would you
pink ticket
guys?
in for me too.
Okay, so listen, I just got back on Clubhouse. I asked in the group chat like 3 times. I don't know what that means about cashing in the pink ticket.
Oh,
So maybe you can
Go ahead,
explain that
Marty.
to me.
I had told it to you, but here we go. We'll go
Oh,
it again. It's all right. You just scroll to the top, mama, and join the house. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. It should be like blue and little letters that say join. Join
I
the
did. I'm
house.
joined.
Okay, then you'll have to leave a room and come back, and it should be gone. If it don't leave, I don't know beyond that point.
Okay, I'll give it a try. I've been in here. I'm at work, so I'm just listening. But my question is, would you guys agree to the fact that legs are subjective? I hear people saying that we hide, as women, we hide our red flags more. If red flags are subjective, wouldn't that be dependent on the person that we're
Wake it up.
Oh, now y'all. Oh, now y'all want to be quiet.
Ooh,
Wow,
Oh
Marty
man,
got
so
quiet now, Marty.
quiet.
but she's talking to
Cricket.
the men. She ain't talking to us. She talking to us.
Mm. Usually
So
the men
men,
want to
Definitely to
fight
all
all
the
the
that,
time.
all the yapping y'all be doing, it's time to yap now. What's up? Answer the question.
Wow, Butter, you must feel real powerful. You got your sisterhood backing you up. No, 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 no. I don't even understand what she said. It went in one ear. Marty, say that again
So
for the
let me
ones in
break
the
it
back.
down. Subjective,
Yes.
subjective means like you may see something as a red flag, right? So when we're healing, we heal for ourselves, but we can get with somebody like let's say I'm in a relation with Bob, and Bob tell me I have problems 1, 2, and 3. I fix 1, 2, and 3, and then I get with Jimmy, and Jimmy tells me number 1 and 2 is fine. So I've worked on something that the last person told me was a problem. So subjective means like red flag be dependent on the person you're dating. Like if they see it as a red flag, not everything that's a red flag is a red flag.
Everything. If I think it's a red flag, it's a red flag. You can't tell somebody else
Right.
what
No,
they
no,
think
no,
that's
no,
a
no, no,
red
no, no,
flag. Marty, come
no, no,
on.
no. You just no, no, no.
If I
Hold on,
say
hold
it's
on,
a
hold on,
red
hold on.
flag, it's
I'm
my
a,
red flag.
exactly. That makes it subjective. Stack. That's what makes it subjective. Is your red flag. But if I get with somebody else, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a red flag to them.
Well, it should be a universal red flag. How do we do that? You know what I'm saying? About the pick and choosing red flag shit. There are universe.
I
What are the
disagree.
universal reds? Let's talk
See,
about
I'm
that then.
a
Since you want to do
hold
subjective,
on,
this
hold
is
on.
subject.
This
Let's
is
talk about the universe.
hold on. This is the reason this might be more a psychological thing, right? I'm a big person of perspective, right? What may be normal to you may not be normal to me. What's normal to us comes from our childhood. We can't tell somebody what's normal to them is wrong. And so I asked this in the chat and earlier too. What is right and wrong? Yeah, common sense, whatever, this, that, and the third. What something right may be right to me, may not be right to you, right? So that you just said, oh, red flag to me. Yes, to you. So if you get with somebody and they display a red flag and you bring it to their attention, now you brought it to their attention. It's up to them of whether they're going to work on it, change it, or y'all just gonna break up because that's just
Marty, it
they're
sounds
not
like
gonna
you
be.
Well,
hiding
no,
red
that's not how
flags
that
too, Marty. The
works.
way you talking your way out of this one, it sounds like you be hiding some red
But
flags.
that's
I
not how that
definitely
works,
don't because I'm
though.
super trans.
Mm.
Reason why that's not how that works is because a red flag is,
Oh
in other
shit! Is
words,
that
let's,
is that simultaneously?
yeah, I had to switch out my jacks, man.
What happened to your
My
other
fuck,
account, bro? What's wrong with it?
I don't
There's
fucking know. I
clarity.
gotta
Wow.
update my phone.
But what you
I'm
saying? Go
updating,
ahead,
but that's not how that works. She made it sound good, and normally people tend to make shit sound good, but then we can say, is that what she said really good? No. If I'm at a, if I come to a red light, do I continue to stop?
You stop, brother.
Why? Because the possibility of me continuing, I got to accept the crash out that I am accountable for now. And when I call an insurance company and let them know I light and had an accident, I'm at fault. So it's no different than in a situation where I identify a red flag in a woman. He doesn't have to bring it to her attention. He can choose to, but at the end of the day, the red flag is an indication it's time for me to roll out. It's not time for me to have a talk. It's time for me to go ahead and stop dealing with the shorty. That's what the red flag means. So when you take the approach of saying, because they said it flag and it's up to them to choose it ain't up to them, it's up to me to and identify the fact that even if she chooses not to fix it, me still dealing with you after that is no longer your fault. I can't hold you accountable for something I understand is a total red flag at the end of the day that I don't stand for. A red flag means I don't allow it. That's a cross of a boundary that cancels out the relationship. A red flag is not a conversation. That's a yellow light. At a yellow light, we slow down and make sure and take cautions and continuing to go. Red flag means it's time to nip this shit in the bud. I compensate a red flag.
So clarity. Do you feel like more people just hang around longer than expect, or than they want to? Or let's talk about that,
Yeah, a
Marty.
lot of times people hang around because they can't get past their emotions, and their emotions allow them to compensate. They go into this delusional ass mindset and don't want to own it. In reality, got to slap them in the fucking face a couple times before they wake the fuck up. Or normally, if they stick around long enough, avoiding the red flags.